Shooters ready? Straight. That'll be draws. And then from there we'll move to reloads. So it'll be from draw, one shot to slide lock.
Back to dominant.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, probably 4 and 5 in there. So what we're gonna do next is the Presidente. El Presidente. Fucking Mr. El Salvador himself will be so proud to be a part of this drill.
You're not gonna do your cool beat timer fucking thing?
No, I just don't feel like timing this one because I feel like I'm gonna fuck my own self.
Okay. What's up, guys? Sam here, Justin here. We're back and we're excited. We're gonna shoot some drills.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to embarrass myself in front of all of you people, but let's do it. Sam, take it away.
We have a couple different targets today we're gonna go through. It'll be a little bit of a different type of setup for our video today. We're gonna get these targets done through. I'm gonna walk you through what these targets are, kind of the reason for shooting targets like this at any level. We're gonna talk about the types of shooters we have shooting today. We have me, Justin, we have Robbie behind the camera right now. He's kind of our middle of the road shooter. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about why we're shooting these particular targets.
That puts me at the bottom then.
I mean, technically.
Thank you.
Technically,
hey,
so
you know what?
we're not gonna be doing it from far distances. Like a lot of these times when you're doing slow and precision fire, you kind of want to give yourself an opportunity to succeed too, as well as also test yourself. So the idea is not to make it so easy that you can't fail, but the idea is not to make it so hard that you can never succeed, because you do want to have some kind of positive interaction with your brain when you're actually putting these targets downrange. So we'll go through what we have here today, and then we'll shoot them. We'll kind of stop, and I'll reset my targets with new targets, a new setup, and new drills, and then we'll pick back up again. So it'll be kind of a different setup and different format for a video today, but just bear with us because we're trying these targets, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to set up 19 different types of drills on
We're doing 19 drills?
No, we're doing 5 or 6. It'll be pretty easy today. So let's talk about what we're doing today. So this is from Bear Solutions. Bear Solutions has quite a few targets that are downloadable online. Their website's really cool. It's very simple. They have a full description of what these are for, why they use them, and who made them. You don't have to use Bear Solutions. I picked, I think, 2 targets from Bear Solutions, and I have a couple that are outside of Bear Solutions. So we're gonna go through them and just kind of talk about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and what the purpose of these drills are. So if you guys can kind of see here, this is our target for today. I'll go through the course of fire as we do it, because you guys are gonna hear me give, not cadence, but give kind of references for the guys that are shooting with me. We're doing a lot of slow fire today, and it's gonna pick up at the end of this round to kind of faster fire, not crazy competition shooter fast, but faster acquisition of target, acquisition of dot, so on and so forth.
So this is stuff that people, like normal people like me,
100%
can shoot.
Targets should not be so difficult that you can't figure out how to do them. This is dumb simple. The words are written on it, so I know what I'm doing, right? And I will not remember.
To everybody's surprise, he knows how to read.
Yeah, shockingly enough. So we do have the ability to go through these, and everybody can do these. I do a couple different ones when I go shoot. I personally have not done these targets. I picked a couple that I have never done. We have some fucking classics. We have the Bill drill. We're gonna try to do the El Presidente. We're gonna do the failure drill to the head, one of the chest. And then a William drill. A William drill is the Bill drill, but more sophisticated.
Are we doing any rifle ones? Or is this all
No,
pistol?
this is all gonna be handgun today.
Okay.
The rifle ones are kind of all over the place because realistically we should be doing them at distances and with movement and stuff. So well, I'll do a little bit of research on that one. We'll do another video for rifle drills that you can do at a decent range. It's not, 100 yards. You can do it in 25-yard bay. So we're gonna start off with a simple one. It's gonna be 5 rounds each of slow aim fire, right? Now, I started off with kind of the harder one. Dominant hand, single hand shooting of your strong hand. Support hand, single hand shooting of your non-dominant hand. Back to the dominant hand to kind of get your morale back up, because you're gonna suck on the fucking support side.
I'm gonna suck on every one of those.
I don't shoot support side whatsoever one-handed. I typically don't shoot one-handed at all. And then both hands to kind of make yourself happy again.
Is the one-handed sideways though?
Definitely can be.
Okay,
100%.
I'm doing it.
And then we're gonna move from there to press outs, right? So you're gonna, from the close to pressing out, it'll be 10 rounds. It'll be 1 on the 5, 2 in the 2, or 1 on the right, left, 1 on the 2.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 10 times. And then you go from there to this big old happy circle. Just little happy circles, happy trees, okay? These ones are pretty simple. Again, I haven't read these all, so bear with me. It's one-shot draws. So it's from holster, pressing out, to hitting your target with one shot. This one is where you pick up. This is where you go from slow fire to fast fire, because you want to keep yourself moving at a quicker rate. A lot of these targets I typically use for warm-ups. Like if I get to the range, going to the range, you should always be able to pick up a gun and shoot it relatively good, no matter what condition you're in. But it just helps to warm up a little bit, you know, get the concussion back in your hands, especially if you don't shoot super often. We shoot all the time. So like if I pick up a gun, I know what it's gonna feel like. But if you don't shoot all the time, give yourself a warm-up drill. Give yourself something to give you confidence when you're going to the range. Okay, I finished my warm-up, I feel better. By the end of the warm-up, I fucking shot solid. You know, now I can move on to the things I wanna do that are more fun, more interactive, or whatever it may be. I can feel accurate the rest of the day.
And the big thing is like, right, so a lot of people will say, okay, if the zombie apocalypse comes or there's some civil unrest or something like that, you're not gonna have time to warm up, right? But as you shoot more and more and you train more and more, this warm-up time goes lower and lower and lower and lower and lower to where there is no more warm-up time. Yeah. It just becomes normal, right? So you can start to fade out, like in dog training, we're gonna fade out certain things so that the behavior is just there. That's really what you're looking to do. Yeah. You're gonna fade out this at a certain point to where if you do it, it's just gonna make you better, but it's not necessary. You will be out of the box shooting well, or you should better than you would.
Like before, even with dog training, you don't wanna, like I've heard references for it, like you don't wanna have them fail every fucking time.
You actually want them to have succeed every time,
because
so
they will. It's the same. I mean, human brains kind of work the same way when it comes to that kind of stuff. You will always be happier if you succeed, right? It's just how it works. You're never gonna be happy when you fail, no matter who you fucking ask. So that'll be draws, and then from there we'll move to reloads. So it'll be from draw, one shot to slide lock, reload, one more shot, one reload, one from draw. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of that drill. It is a cool drill to do on Instagram. It's a cool drill to, you know, get the fucking tortas wet online and stuff, but it's kind of a tough one, to be honest with me. I typically don't ever train to only have one bullet in my gun. I know when we talked to...
You can do stack loads or something.
You can, with like Max Joseph and stuff like that. These are more for like... This particular drill I like to practice only because it trains me how to fuck off my shitty mag that may be fucking up my gun and throw a new mag in.
It's training a behavior. It's just training the behavior, not when it's gonna happen. So from there you would move on to somebody stacking your load, and then it's bam, 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 failure, right, rack, you know. Stuff
like that, because I mean, typically you should never let your gun run dry. It does happen, obviously, but you should never let your gun run dry if you're in a gunfight. Like if I'm pressing out, before this gun goes in my holster, I'm gonna reload magazines, put that back in and stow this one away because it's still got ammo in it, right? But that
would take me like 3 minutes.
It's not always the same for everybody. So train the way you like to train. Obviously, I'm not a fucking completely immersed tactical guy in this world.
You're pretty fucking close, dude.
I'm getting there slowly but surely. And I'm just trying to train to get better too. Like the stack of me, JB, and Robbie, I don't like to compare it as like lowest, middle, and highest. I think that we all have, like we were talking about earlier, I have less experience shooting, but I train more often. JB has more experience shooting, but he trains less often. Robbie is kind of right in the middle, so it's not I'm better, it's just that I happen to be here more often, right? I just have more rounds down range more regularly right now. You know, when JB was shooting all the time, I bet you he'd fucking outshoot me. So it's just one of those things. It's just how it works. The more you train, the better you are. So just take it from there. I'm not the world's greatest shooter, and he's not the world's worst. We are, hopefully, in its sense, we'll see, middle of the line. I think everybody that is a good shooter, bad shooter, is all an intermediate shooter. And you have good days, or you have bad days. So shut the fuck up if you're like, I'm a grandmaster. Blow me. Now let's move on.
Well, there's a lot of people shooting steel matches that I've been seeing. I think we need to have you run around and shoot a steel match, dude.
I like steel matches, they're fun.
I think you do pretty well with the big rifle supply on your shirt. Anyway, let's enough fucking talking. Jesus,
this dude
talks so fucking much. Let's embarrass ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll get a little
Robbie.
Fire. We're not going to time ourselves.
Robbie, come say hi to the camera.
Oh yeah, come say hi to Robbie. Don't keep my Red Bull
Defense,
over,
one of our good friends.
He does all of our stippling right now. Yep. Him and one of their companies.
And he's got a fancy ass gun.
Yeah. So
okay, I can't talk shit because mine's pretty fancy.
We have modified guns. Obviously, like this is what we just like typically shoot. They're all like Glock 17, Glock 34, and Staccato XC. Why he has a Staccato XC, I couldn't even tell you. He probably doesn't even know how to fucking work.
He didn't watch the drop test video by Grand Thumb.
No, he didn't.
Shout out to Grand Thumb. Man, if we could ever be on that one, it'd be awesome. So are we doing it with the shot timer, Sam?
No, we're just gonna do this pretty much on a threat call or a fire call.
Okay. This is 3. We gonna do 3 or 5?
You scoot over here.
We
Let's
might
spread these targets out a little bit.
Yep.
Pardon me, Nick. Sorry, Kevin, if I'm fucking up your steez here.
So we're doing 5?
Yeah, 5's fine. Okay, so your top circle, your top left-hand circle is gonna be dominant hand, 5 rounds.
I can barely see that circle without my prescription lenses.
That's because you're old. So you can go ahead and make ready.
Okay, so this is, are we doing top circle?
Yes.
Top left circle,
top
dominant,
left circle.
single hand?
Single hand, dominant hand.
Okay.
So we're gonna go from there, and then the next circle, you're kind of gonna do it on your own. It'll be 20 rounds, 20 rounds.
Okay, so this is on our own.
Yes, so we'll do 20 rounds. We'll do dominant, we'll switch to support, switch back to dominant, and then back to both hands.
So 5 in each.
5 in each.
Okay.
Remember, this is not one of those things where you have to always fucking succeed. It's okay if you miss some stuff. It's a warm up. Let it be a warm up.
Warm up.
Nick, I'm gonna need that side of the bay real quick. All right, now let me get my ears on here. Everyone got ears? Everyone got eyes?
Yep.
Oh, it might look bad.
Nick, you mind moving down just a little bit? Thanks, dude. All right. On the command of threat, you guys can just open fire your top 4 circles. All right, threat.
Back to dominant.
Yep. All right, range your cold for a second. Okay. Let's go talk about him.
Oh.
God damn it.
That's all right. Don't worry about it too much. You got a Sharpie on you by chance?
Yeah.
We're gonna mark our targets here.
Oh, please don't.
So we're gonna mark our targets. I don't typically keep score. If you want to, you can. It's just one of those things. If you really want to be.
God, you were shooting high, didn't you? 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
So we got 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably call this one my 5,
Flyer.
honestly. 4 in. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 4 in. I'm a huge fan. I always count that motherfucking line, baby. If I cut that line, that motherfucker is in. So you guys can kind of see how this procedure works, right? So just be honest with yourself. If you think this is a little too much of a flyer, don't count it. It is what it is. You're not gonna kick yourself in the dick for having a bad day or a bad start. Just relax. It's okay. Just shooting is supposed to be fun, and you're supposed to train with a purpose. Today we're training for accuracy, and we're gonna get it to speed, right? So we're gonna start our day off with a positive. We're gonna get our way to doing our drills and actually being like a fucking tactical dude. You guys want to count your targets or no?
Not really.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 and 5 in there. So we got 2 in. We got 1 somewhere in here, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's about
we got
what I did.
1 in. We got 2 in. I'll call that 1 in. I'm marking these so I know for the next drill. That way you guys don't have to change paper all the time. So I know where these hits were. He's gonna try not to shoot all of this, but he's gonna probably put a hit right here and right here if he's really good.
Asking a lot.
I know.
Yeah,
so
me too.
just mark your hits so you know where you were earlier, and then you don't have to count those later. Want me to do yours?
Sure. I mean,
right.
it's terrible, but
That's okay.
It is what it is.
So we got
2.
1, 2. We got 2 in. And mark these other ones.
I'm just pulling it. It's just the flinch.
Yeah, it's one of those things too, guys, where if you're watching on YouTube, don't worry too much about constantly fucking making these hits all the time. So you have 1, 2, 3.
3, 0, and then 2 or 3.
Let's say 3, honestly. You don't have to make every fucking hit that's ever existed. You guys aren't John Wick, so just take your time.
I mean, technically, when you look at that, all of us killed that person on hand, off hand, and dual hand.
Yeah, like if you're really focused on it, like this circle here would make up that. So give yourself reference points. Don't kick yourself in the dick. There you go. All right.
I need ammo, dude. Where's our ammo at?
Ammo boy.
We're gonna take a quick
bring it
session.
over here.
We're gonna load up. Be right back. All right, guys, so now we're gonna move on to the 2 square section of this actual target itself. The left-hand box is gonna be 1 round, the right-hand box is gonna be 2 rounds. I believe if I read it correctly, we're gonna do it from just a kind of a higher ready or whatever you wanna call it. We can do it from position casul, whatever you really feel like. I don't really give too much of a shit. We'll press that, we'll do 1 round, move to the 2 round box, do 2 rounds, back to the 1 round, we're gonna do it 10 times. It's typically easier from draw. You have to do it from draw so we can keep count of what we're doing.
Do 1, then
do
2,
draw,
then
1,
holster?
2, then reholster.
We can.
Makes
I
life
mean,
easier, so we
it'd
can
be good
keep
to work
track
on
of
the
that.
drawing.
It keeps track of how many rounds we've done.
It's true.
Need to break in a new holster anyway.
Yeah, there you go. It's a 30-round session, so there will be a mag change in the actual.
And it's not for speed.
Not for speed. We're just going to try to keep for this target. We're going to keep as many rounds on paper inside the target as we possibly can. I have targets for speed that we will time, so you guys can kind of see how slow we actually are, and we'll go from there. Because all of our videos are actually sped up. They're fast forwarded, so when I shoot super fast, it's actually it's high speed.
That's a really good idea, actually.
I know, right?
Let's do that.
It's pretty quick. And man, I have pre-punched targets, so I just put those back up. It's a lot of cool
Edit
editing.
that in.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
Hollywood magic.
That's what people would say if you shot well anyway.
I know. So
Yeah.
fuck it. I
Yeah.
may as well. Yeah, so let's do these. So we'll just do 10 threat calls. So when you're done shooting, reholster, and then we'll redo a threat call.
So you're gonna wait for everybody to end before we do new
yeah,
threat call.
makes life easier.
You're not gonna do your cool beep timer fucking thing?
No, I just don't feel like timing this one because I feel like I'm gonna fuck my own self.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Yep.
Nikki, get out of my shooting bay. I appreciate you. You're such a good cameraman. Look at you, so handsome. All right. Command a threat. You're gonna do 1 round left box, 2 rounds right box, reholster. Cool. Threat. Robbie takes forever. Threat.
New holster, okay?
Threat. 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 Sorry, I sped through that one. Threat.
God, that mag.
That was 6. Threat. And 7. Threat. Eight. Threat. Nine. Threat. Bob, your uncle's at 10.
All right.
Let's go check him out. Okay.
Man.
Hey, we actually all did pretty decent. Very similar targets. Sorry, marker, thank you, sir. All right. So this is where you actually have the ability to check your targets when you mark them, because otherwise I'd have no fucking idea where these rounds went. We got, let's see, we should have 10 rounds, we should have 20 rounds. Quick math. We got 1, 2,
You're not going to be, you just marked the outs for you.
6, yeah, it'd probably just be 1 out. 1 out.
Mine's just going to be more out than
0 out.
I'm right there with you.
So let's go to Robbie's because he's probably the worst. Let's see, you probably have what you want to call that cluster of 3. Yeah, you got 3 out. Makes life easier. Well, you took out the whole square, bud, so we'll call that one a wash. I'll probably call it 10 in. Rough, to be nice.
Yeah, so mine's my transfer.
To be nice.
Mine's my transfer.
All right, what do we got? We got probably...
I actually only had, like, if you're counting outline,
yeah, I'm counting line.
All 10 of those are in.
I'll call...
That's a previous hit. That's a previous hit. All these are previous hits.
I'll call this one a little bit squirrely because I got one right down here. I'll call one out, just to be nice.
And that one, when I move over,
yeah, it's your transition. Transitioning from target to target is kind of a tough one. You do kind of overcompensate, or some people do. You will kind of overcompensate and go too high, or you get too excited and you kind of throw your rounds down. You start getting too pumped.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would probably count like 8 or 9 in and about 11 out.
I'll call 8 in. All right, and now
it's
we're
weird.
the
My
kind of
draw
fun
shot
one.
was better than that transfer.
I'm gonna keep this for a second.
We didn't bring rounds over.
So it's one shot draws 10 times, slow to fast. So we're gonna do 10 rounds. Just make sure you guys have 10 rounds in your magazine, and then from there we'll do reload. So you guys should have an empty mag. It'd be guys fun.
I do not have 10 in either.
How many you need?
Okay, are we doing it off threat?
Off threat.
Because you can use the timer as a beep,
what I can.
not as a time.
I know what I can. Don't worry.
I will fucking...
I want to keep time. I don't want to fuck up my steez right now. Again, give yourself a win. We're giving ourselves a win right now. It's 10 rounds from draw. You're gonna pull from holster. Try and get it in the center of the dot, center of the circle there.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go from slow to fast. So make your first one a slow fire, and then you're gonna kind of ramp yourself up.
Okay.
Crawl, walk, run. By the end of it, you should be sprinting.
Do it.
Nikki off the line. Thank you, sir. All right, same thing. We do 10 threat calls. I'm gonna kind of try to keep count because otherwise I'm gonna be all fucked off. All right, shooters ready?
Yep.
Threat. 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 That should be 6, right? Sounds about right. Threat.
Yeah. Hitting that mag release.
That was 7. Threat.
I don't have another mag.
Okay. Threat. And threat. That was 10. Not too bad, huh?
No.
Let's go check it out. So again, give yourself a win. These are kind of easy to do because it's such a big circle. I'm not gonna count that. Plus 10. Hooray.
I don't know. I don't think I pulled a couple shots further than that, but
79. Yeah, I think you kind of got a couple double taps here, or a couple double mounts here. Plus 10. Good. Let's see what Robbie did.
I dropped one.
What the fuck is
had
this?
A flyer.
What the fuck?
that happens.
Plus 9. All right, cool. Next is the easy one. So this one's gonna be a reload. So I think it's 5 rounds, right? No, 10 circuits. You draw 1 shot to slide lock, and then
So we need to unload now?
no, you should have an empty mag.
Oh, I do have 1 empty mag, yeah.
We're gonna keep 1 in our gun, which we should still have if we went to slide lock. We keep it semi-full mag, enough to get 10 rounds.
So we need 2 mags with 1 round in.
No, so it's,
1 empty mag and 1 loaded with, how many shots are we doing?
we're doing 20 rounds technically.
So 1 empty, 1 loaded at 20. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually you just need 1 loaded at 19 and 1 loaded at 20. Or 1 loaded at 1. You got 1 in your chamber, empty mag and gun. Don't worry too much about the actual like vernacular and the setup of these. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. That's why when you go to a lot of classes, they'll kind of take your mags and set this up for you because occasionally they are kind of a pain in the butt to do. But you do them enough and you get used to them and it's not that big of a deal. So we're gonna be doing pressing out with 1 round. It should go to slide lock. God willing, mine does because I rub my thumb high.
It's so weird, my mag catches because of...
Oh, your little lip there?
Yeah. Thanks, Rambo.
Anytime. Typically, you carry a knife on you to stab people? No, for opening boxes and shit. Opening boxes, cutting up targets, and fixing shit. Press out, get 1 round. The gun should go to slide lock, God willing it works correctly. We're gonna reload and put 1 more round. Once that is done, I'm gonna unload that mag still with 1 in the chamber, reholster it, acquire my empty mag, put that back in the gun, put my full mag back in my holster.
Why don't you do these one at a time? Like, doing these all at the same time is gonna be a clusterfuck.
I disagree. Do you wanna do it 1 at a time? It's gonna take longer.
Well, I mean, we don't have to run the entire drill.
Right, you are correct. Next ones, we'll just do part of it.
Fine. We can run it all at the one time.
All right, we're just gonna finish this one. The next one will be a lot faster, I promise. This one's the slowest one. That's why it's first.
Okay, so draw, slide lock, reload, reholster.
Yep. All right, questions?
Center mass?
Yeah, same circle.
All right.
The same circle, we're gonna do 10 rounds of this. Makes it easy. All right, Nikki, you clear? All right, command a threat, just 10 rounds. Threat. These are important to not cheat yourself too. You guys at home watching, don't cheat yourself. If your gun doesn't go to slide lock, don't drop the mag. Assess, tap rack, see what's wrong with it. Make sure you know what's wrong with your gun before you're like, oh, just that mag's fucked. It's empty, I know, because I only put 1 round in it.
I'm so used to my Glock that when I go to drop the slide, I'm like, oh, it's not there.
Not there.
Too far forward. My little ass hands.
Everyone good? So you got an empty mag in your gun, right?
Yep.
Cool. Empty mag and gun,
Yep.
full mag and holster. All right. Threat. See, case in point of what I just did. I fucked myself on training because I knew there was 1 round, so I just reloaded. I'm gonna try not to do this time.
What?
I knew there was 1 round, it didn't slide lock, so I just fucking reloaded by instinct because I knew it was only 1 round. All right. Threat.
I fumbled that reload.
Man, I might need to change this mag release out.
These quick drills also tell you whether or not your gun's gonna run the way you want to when you need it to. Just put that anywhere.
Hold on. Oh, yeah.
We'll probably do 5 rounds because 10 rounds takes forever. We got 2 more. 2 more. Shooters ready? Threat.
Woo! I beat Sam, and both of those motherfuckers were in too.
See, there you go. Also, shoot with your buddies. It's way more fun.
Shoot with buddies that are better than you.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
Don't shoot with people that are shittier than you to make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
Shoot with people like this.
Shoot people you compete
who are
with.
much better. Who most of the time I feel like shit, but every once in a while I get that fucking
Man,
one.
those
in.
victories, they last a long time. All right. Shooters ready? Threat.
Damn it! I want to do that one again.
One more time?
Yeah, let's go one more.
All right. Shooters ready? Threat. All right. How's everyone feel? Let's start our targets.
It's good practice. Like my side acquisition of that dot is really tough. When I pull out,
Are you feeling better now that you've got a little bit more warm-up rounds in?
Yeah, definitely better, but it's something I need to work on, you know?
So the reason we're doing these drill videos is the reason I wanted to do these ones, because this was kind of,
Yeah, this is all you.
yeah, this is the video that I really wanted to do, is because I hate it when I see people who are like, well, when I go to the range, I just don't know what to do. There's so many, like I spent probably 20 minutes Googling, and I found 5 or 6 different companies that make targets that I can download and I can just print off at home, or I can print off at work, and I can take to the range. And there are low round count drills as well. There's like ones where it's like, okay, you're just gonna do 1 here and 2 here. You're gonna do that 3 times, and that's your warm up, right? You don't have to put down 65 rounds or whatever the fuck it is, right? Like you can do quick 1 round stuff. but just try. You don't have to shoot a giant silhouette. Like, I have a hard time with companies that sell targets this big, right? Not every human being is gonna be this big. If you go to a microhockey shooting range, there's nothing wrong with their targets. They have good targets, and they're good for a mass group of people, but for training, their targets are fucking huge, and they're like my size people, and you can't miss really, which kind of sucks. So if you train with something that's gonna be smaller, if I keep everything in here, right? And if I keep everything in this kind of like 4-inch ring, that means everything is gonna stay within here. So just kind of train, give your brain something different to shoot at, because if I keep everything here, I'm not even gonna, like my brain doesn't realize, oh fuck, that's all 10 ring, you know? Like it's a weird way your brain works. So give yourself a chance to train something cooler and newer and different, and just go online and Google stuff. And I mean, I guess you can go to the library and print shit out, but I don't know if they do that anymore. No libraries exist anymore, but.
There's libraries still?
I know, right? So that's the kind of first round. I think the next couple ones, we may do a little bit less talking. I'll just kind of toss them up. I'll give you guys
less talking from you would be fucking awesome.
I know. I'll give Kevin the PDF so that he can put it on the actual the video itself. I don't know if you can do that, or Nikki can do that. So you guys can toss it on there, so you guys can just look at the target, read off what we're doing, and I don't really got to explain it too much. We might just put a little bit of like comments in it, like, hey, these are the targets, how we're shooting them. I'll get with our camera guy about that, and we kind of make sure we don't got to listen to me talk much more today, because we still got like 6 videos to do. And from what I heard, we may be trying to pump out more. So excited.
Ooh.
So excited.
Ooh, more content.
So excited.
More content.
All right.
It's weird when you do that, so stop it. We're gonna go.
Yeah, let's move to the next target.
back.
Yeah. See you soon.
Yeah, that shit's fun, dude.
R2.